and it's already steaming pretty good. You guys maybe can see that a little bit. I got my window open, so it might be tough to see. But I just gave it a little stir. It's gonna get back steaming here again shortly. And it looks like one of my candles is gone out of the 6, but hopefully the leftovers will continue to cook this thing. It's getting pretty warm, so I can get my little gloves here that I can use in case it gets a little too warm. But other than that, we'll see you in a bit. Alrighty guys, so actually the tea candles on this side have won out, so I'm running on 3 on this side, and that should be plenty to it's going to be slower, but it will definitely cook it. And just to show you here, a little bit of steam going there. And I've already stirred this a bit, so I'll just let that seal that bastard back up there and let it do its thing. But basically what you want for cooking this is you want to boil off a lot of the water, and when you do that, the rice starts to absorb a lot as well, so it doesn't leave a whole lot of moisture left inside the container as you cook it. So there you go. And it's actually 6:15 6 p.m. So I actually should pause this and turn my TV on, well it is on, but switch it over to local news. Want to watch some of that, see how that hurricane made out. And yeah, I'm going to do that right now actually. And I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Alrighty guys, check this bad boy out. I'm getting hungry, so this is, it normally takes, I don't know, half hour to an hour. It all depends what you're cooking though, I guess. But you see how it's getting more thick here? Quite thick. It looks like all the pastas absorbed the water and the seasonings and the garlic and all that. And I think some of the rice is starting to get going here. But this will thicken up fairly well, even further, and it will kind of get into, it'll kind of dry right up. So I got to leave this cooking for another, a good half hour, I'm thinking at least. And the nice thing about this thing, it's not going to burn this, so I can kind of just set it and forget it type of thing, which is nice. I'm down to just the, let's see, my candles are still going. The 3 of them are still going, but the wax in them is getting down pretty low. So I got to pay attention to make sure that if they do go out, I just move the pot over. All I got to do is light up these other ones that have wax still, because these ones have been, this cooker has been used quite heavily, and you know, the wax only lasts so long. So there you go guys, and I'll give you an update once it's done. Guys, yeah, I'm not gonna wait till it's dark to start a fire, because it'll help dry out my laundry as well, even though the stuff's drying fairly well with the fans running. But like I said, it's only 70.5 Fahrenheit outside, and it's 73.6 Fahrenheit inside. Not that I need heat in here, but we're gonna go ahead and try a little nice fire, I think. Now, get the camera positioned in here, and what we want to do, if the door would stay open for me, damn thing. Stay put, door, stay put. That's better. I got the door settled down. So you guys remember this container It has my oil soaked cotton rounds. We're going to use those to get a nice fire started. Now these cotton rounds, whew, they're nasty. And the damn door needs to start doing what I tell it. So I got 2 of these cotton rounds that are just drenched. Just frickin' drenched in, oh, that's quite a bit of cotton rounds actually. Overkill. But we'll try that out. We'll put a couple of those in just as is. And we'll light up. And I'll probably just use that little plasma igniter I got. Or let's go ahead and use the match. The million lights match, I think they call it, something like that. What do they call it? There you go. Whatever. Blow that out. There we go. Now I'm moving the camera back because I don't want to damage the lens. So what I'll do is I'll just zoom you guys in. How about that? And I'll probably have to jack the camera up a little bit here so you guys can see better. There we go. Perfect. Awesome. So I like leaving the door open quite a bit just to get the draft flowing, and we'll see exactly how quickly this wood catches on that cotton round soaked in oil material. Now the oil that I used, guys, was like a vegetable oil from the dollar store. Most of the stuff I use is from the dollar store because I'm a cheap budget person. Very frugal, if you can say. And so that's pretty cool. We'll have a little, this will help dry out the clothing. Not that I need any heat, but it'll be nice to test out and get everything going type of thing. But it's pretty, those cotton rounds, it's pretty amazing stuff that it, you don't need any tinder, you just use it and it catches big stuff like this ablaze. It's pretty insane. That's like the ultimate fire starter type of thing. So yeah, I'm just gonna let this go. You guys can enjoy. I'll zoom the camera back a tiny bit so you guys can do that. And there you go. I'm gonna get my entertainment back on.
They're trying to
and
move musical instruments into
yeah,
using
this will help
that should be
with the draft. It'll get that heat going up that chimney and out. And whoa, the door kind of closed on me a little bit.
If you can, you absolutely need it for work purposes or for security purposes. And, you know, obviously you should.
But that's pretty damn good, guys. Like that's just like basically a piece of log, and all I did was put a couple of those little cotton pieces that had the oil penetrated into them, and it seems to do quite the job. So I think I can close the door now. And I think it's going to be drafting enough here. I'll feel the chimney. It's not very warm yet, so maybe I'll keep the door open for a little bit longer. Once the here, if I zoom out, this top pipe up here, I kind of just keep my hand up here. I can feel it warming up. But normally, once it gets pretty toasty, then that's my indication to close the front door here, and that way I know that it's drafting properly. But right now, I got a tiny bit of smoke coming out this corner because there's a piece of paper towel, but looks like most of it's being taken up where it's supposed to go. Yeah, now I can definitely feel it. And I will have to put the little 12-volt fan on that blows across the chimney pipe inside the tiny house here. And I'll show you that if I zoom out. If I turn the camera up a little bit, it's this little black thing sitting up here. I know it's redneck rigged, but it blows just enough air past and across the chimney here, which is definitely nice and toasty now. And I like normally to keep that thing running, just some air past this, because it immediately goes up at 90 degrees outside. So there's, you know, you got to kind of keep that portion fairly cool type of thing, in my eyes anyway. So yeah, that's warming up. I can now shut the door. We'll do that, and we'll see you guys later. Woohoo, look at that. She's going now. And what I'm actually going to do is open up the extra combustion here, and that'll keep it going here. So we'll see you guys in a bit.